Do you remember that the last video ended with the battle against the bulls and the Yelling clan, and our boy was preparing to face their new leader? Today's video starts with him saying, "I'm glad the intimidation tactic is working. What a coincidence, we meet again, huh?" And the bull is already there in despair, seeing our protagonist sacks. He says, "You got the new king so early, but you seem to be much weaker than the last one." The animal then trembles with fear and starts to run. "Well, since you're here, you can stay for good," says the protagonist. And everyone starts jumping on top of the bulls with their wooden spears. "Quick, let's go. Everyone up, you can do it." Someone shouts. This one here is the Bull King. "Let's go, let's go, let's go." Shirgu grabs little Sun and throws him up by his feet, while he celebrates and already mounts the bull. After mounting, he activates his riding ability and starts running on the bull. "Don't worry, they'll take care of the rest. Shall we?" "No, the herd hasn't dispersed yet. I have to keep fighting. Stop, let go of me. You can't take care of these monsters, and you didn't bring enough people. You'd just be going to your death. Why don't you take the people to my lands temporarily? You can heal your wounds and wait for the right time to reclaim this place later. I'll get you enough food and shelter to ensure your safety." She looks at the other people and sees them all lying defeated on the ground, while the bulls destroy everything. They're in no condition to go back. Would you rather watch and see them all sacrifice themselves uselessly? "I don't believe this." She changes the scene and shouts, "Yelling clan, come on, help the wounded retreat to the north. Quickly, everyone retreat, come on, follow them. The wounded go first. Ayu, I'll leave the queen with you. Take them back to camp. I'll stay with Shirgu and the others to buy some time. Okay? My king, be careful." Meanwhile, the others were skewering the bulls, also lowering their spears into them. "Sisters, gather your courage. Let's fight," they shouted, coming with the little bone knives to try to help. "Hey, we've already defeated these monsters before. If any of you are scared, it's better to retreat with the others," they said. But the girls didn't even listen. They ran past. "They're very brave, Shirgu. We won't be left behind." Okay, my king. Brothers, let's advance," they replied, running towards the bulls. The scene then changes to the end of the day, with everyone arriving at our protagonist's camp. Someone asks, "You guys, are you back? But where is our king?" "He stayed behind with Shirgu and the others. There are injured people here, so we'll go back first. They need a place to rest. They can stay in these houses. If it weren't for Dada and the others, who worked hard despite their injuries to build these houses right away, we wouldn't have anywhere to put everyone." A muscular Dada then appears, helping to build the houses. "Those of you who aren't injured, come with me to get some water and food." "Thank you, we'll go with you. For now, we'll settle you all here in this house. We'll ensure food and safety, so you don't need to worry. I'll take care of the others then, Queen. You should rest and recover your energy." "All right, thank you." In the end, everything went well. Then Ahiyu remembers the conversation she had with our boy. The whole plan is focused on taking over the Yelling clan at the lowest cost. We can't afford any more injuries after finishing a heavy battle. As expected of our king, the plan is flawless. Now, the only step left is... The next day, while one of the warriors was walking around the village, Dada approached him. "Did everything go well last night?" "Yes, I was on guard duty all night, but nothing happened," he replied, dying of sleep. One of the female warriors of the Yelling clan was also on guard duty and commented, "Why did it suddenly get cloudy? Good morning. What the hell was that? What do you want?" Our king invited his queen to the palace. It seems he has something important to discuss with her. Mainly, okay. Meanwhile, our protagonist was looking at the little window of the system. Settlement. Help build the home of the primitive people. Establish a tribe and expand the population to 50. Time remaining, 8 days. 8 days, time is running out. Then someone knocks on the door, and he shuts down the system. My king, the queen of the Yelling clan, is here. She told me about the merger of the two tribes, and my answer is no way. Don't think you can force us just because our clan is temporarily weak. I'm not forcing you. I'm proposing a deal. I can teach you how to build houses, craft weapons, and make fire. In exchange, The Yellen clan must merge with my tribe, accept my leadership, and come under my protection. Some things require more than just courage. You are more than aware of the brutality of the Ayuan clan and the strength of the Jushir clan. Right now, you are akin to a wounded servant, and soon the bloodthirsty beast will follow the scent of your blood and hunt you down. Enough! I know that, but it's not that simple. I can't force them to accept the rules of strangers. Unless what? Unless you defeat us in a duel. Then they'll accept. So, do you dare to accept the challenge? Challenge accepted. And then they go outside, while everyone else is chatting. Since your queen is injured and can't participate in the duel, in order to ensure fairness, I won't participate either. We chose Shirgu to fight in my name. Who's gonna fight me, huh? I'm Ian, and I accept your challenge. Oh, it's you girl with the braids. Be careful not to get hurt. Well, be careful not to get stung by my eagle. So, I'm gonna make stew with your eagle. Bring it on. And Shirgu goes for her with a stone axe, which she quickly retreats back and throws one of her bone daggers at him. It's just a mere bone knife. Wait, the king is right behind me. If I dodge, how dare you plot against me? But that's not enough. And he defends one of the knives with the axe, while another hits him right in the helmet, and he says, "A second knife? If that's all, then die." And he comes with his axe to strike right at her. But at the same time he was going to hit her, someone in the audience grabs a knife and throws it at him, which hits him right in the head once again, leaving him confused. While he's talking, someone else threw a knife at me. That's not fair in a duel. But while he was confused, she came at our king to try to finish him off. As long as she screamed, "You bastard," would die. But my brother, who was up there prepared for a situation like this, Agun there with a spear that he threw and hit her right in the face, passing between the king and the queen and piercing her shoulder so that she fell backwards, already spilling ketchup. And when she fell to the ground, the other warriors ran at her, with their little bone knives pointing at our king, shouting, "Oh, how dare you play dirty? Bringing us all here was a conspiracy. Queen, give the order, shall we? Let's kill them all. Oh, king, please protect us. Oh, damn it, I wasn't prepared for an assassination during the plan. Do they want to provoke us into an internal battle? Oh, what a shit. Was this the queen's order or something that happened without her knowing? If it was the queen, I can just take her hostage, can't I? Oh, stop all of you, will you? Did you really think a little plot like this would fool me? I will never tolerate such despicable threats to friends who helped us. I don't want to investigate everyone who was involved in this assassination plot. But this duel we lost. Ian is a most loyal and courageous warrior to the Yellen clan. If it weren't for me, she wouldn't have abandoned her dignity and pride to do something so foul. I know you have impressive abilities, capable of performing miracles. If you can be benevolent enough to spare her life, the Yellen clan will be eternally grateful. Fortunately, it's not the worst-case scenario. What a relief. What a relief. And the initiative to control the situation is back in my hands. He remembers the last holistic potion he has in his inventory. The holistic ointment is running out, but don't worry, I won't let your subordinate die, since we are now allies. He then takes her hand and lifts her off the ground, while she thanks him for sparing her subordinate's life, saying, "She is getting weaker and weaker. I will ignore this assassination attempt for the greater good. But there still needs to be a punishment." And then he uses the last of the holistic ointment on her wound, which quickly begins to heal. There is no need to heal her completely. I will only apply enough to keep her alive. The rest can be used to treat my wounds. Take her back to rest. She will be fine in a few days. That is simply a miracle. My God, he managed to perform a miracle. All the others begin to bow, thanking the protagonist for having saved and healed their friend. He wastes no time and soon approaches the queen, pulls her and says, "Can your people join my tribe now?" She blushes and says yes. "That's great. You can continue to lead your people, as long as you obey my orders. However, I have one final request." "A request? You must become my partner. We will have a grand ceremony to confirm our relationship." Now he is even happier and says, "Oh, this is not a gift from heaven in my lap. We are going to have a wedding." He already imagines her jumping on the little horse and riding on top of it with the mountains shaking. We are going to exchange rings and enter the bridal chamber. Oh, it seems our boy is finally going. Oh, we're going to have a little girl, and when she grows up, we will be able to watch her finally get married, grow old together. Finally, then, we will finally go away together to eternity. Oh, so sad, but so beautiful. He starts to cry, all emotional inside, as she says, "Huh, is something wrong? Don't you want to have the partner ceremony with me?" He hugs her and says excitedly, "Boy, our boy is going now. I want to, of course, I absolutely do, but first you must rest and recover from your injuries. I'll need some time to prepare the ceremony too, anyway." He runs his hand over her face, which is all embarrassed, and she responds, "Okay, everyone leave. The injured should go back to recover. Come to the ceremony in a few days." Everyone starts to leave, and he celebrates. Then the system mission appears. "You have officially established your tribe. Please choose a name." And then our protagonist's attributes appear. His name is Chun Lily, and his attributes are Physique 2, Strength 3, Agility 2, Prestige 0, Technology points 27, Population 46, Cultural Evolution, Stone Age Civilization Level 0, Unnamed Territory, approximately 1 square kilometer. Huh? Population 43? Why are there 4 fewer? Whatever. Let's give the first territory a name. The Queen, seeing the protagonist looking beyond, doesn't quite understand what's happening. Then, the attributes appear again, saying, "Newbie Tribe, successfully named. You have become the chief of the Newbie Tribe. Please increase the population and complete the settlement mission." Looks like I'll have to find a way to deal with the Ayuan clan now, huh? He thinks thoughtfully, "Since my injuries have almost completely healed, perhaps I should go alone and capture the Ayuan clan members as prisoners. But I don't know if the captured members would count as population." Ahiyu, seeing his thoughtful state, comments, "Come on, Queen. The king can be like that sometimes. You'll get used to it soon enough." "Huh? Okay," she replies, not quite understanding. "When he was all happy, now I thought he had gone crazy, didn't it? This crazy appearance suits him better. After all, he has to be like the members who become partners before being cut into pieces by the queen in the ceremony." Hearing this, the protagonist is immediately terrified. "What? So, you mean she's going to roast me and eat me?" He imagines, frightened, the image of a Pac-Man devouring the men, with the queen assuming a psychopathic expression. But while he is lost in these thoughts, a gigantic shadow appears behind him. Everyone already knows who it is. Dada, with her sad expression. "King," she calls. The protagonist, still nervous, reacts quickly. "What? Don't eat me. Don't eat me, please." "King, it's me," says Dada, with a sad voice. "Is everything okay, Dada?" asks the protagonist, relieved to see her. "King," she continues, with a tone of concern, "are you really going to become the partner of that rude woman? Maybe I should reconsider. But I heard that you were going to have some kind of ceremony with her," she adds, hesitantly. "Honestly, I was a little hasty. I think I should have disagreed with that." And he imagined the queen cutting him into pieces and eating him. "Oh, really? I thought I was going to find a bride, but it turns out she's a praying mantis. Life really is unpredictable." Dada is already there celebrating, throwing the king up in the air. "Dada, why did you sneak out? Didn't I tell you that the wounded should rest?" She starts shouting, "I want to be with the king. I want to be with the king," while Ahiyu pulls her along. The king thinks, "I want to be alone." "Never mind, Ahiyu. Let them join in the construction of the camp if they want." "Oh yes, my king. I will inform them now." She leaves, pulling Dada along. "King, you should think carefully. Consider me in her place. Aren't you afraid that you might accidentally crush the king? Let's hurry. There are a lot of things we need to do. I think I need to talk to her about this separation soon." The next day, as the sky dawns and the rooster crows in the tree, the king wakes up lazily. But when he looks ahead, he sees Dada lifting a heavy object as if it were nothing, while the others, poor things, can barely carry it. Everyone seems to be getting along very well. The Yellen clan members have started helping with the construction of the houses as well. Speaking of which, today I should talk to her about this separation. As he watches, The other female warriors of the Yellen clan greet him. Good morning, King. Good morning, King. Don't mind me. Just continue what you were doing. King, are you here to see our queen? She's over at the Northern River. Allow me to take you there? Oh yes, of course, of course. There she is, our queen, looking very strong, bathing in the river. She's just ahead, King. All right, thank you. My lady, the king is here. She turns around. You may all leave. Good morning, King. Good morning, King. Oh, good morning to you too. Well, if it isn't the king here, did something urgent happen? And she comes out of the water, showing off her curves to the protagonist. Oh no, I just came here to see how your wounds are. Are they healing well? My wounds are nothing serious. I should be really fine in 2 or 3 days. Maybe you need me to get out of the river so you can see for yourself. Or maybe you want to taste me beforehand. And she says this with a mischievous smile. He gets embarrassed and quickly answers. No need. Our boy has become a wimp again. By the way, I didn't ask your name before. Oh, so that's it? Yes, that was it? She continues, all cute, showing him her curves. You can call me Xiao. Xiao. The former queen gave me that name. But since she was what? What happened to her? Since she was exiled. No one calls me that anymore. So, is it being exiled or being eaten? He thinks alarmed. She, not understanding, gets all cute. Oh, the former queen had a partner too, right? Him. Or them. Where are they now? She answers with a strange smile. They were all eaten, and soon the scene becomes more macabre, with the praying mantis eating the head of another poor guy. The animal died on top, so it's no good. It's a tradition in our clan that the queen, like her partners, is said to strengthen us and grant us more power. He despairs. Holy shit, to think that such scary things are coming out of such a beautiful face. However, this is a tradition of the old queens. I have no intention of continuing it. It's very inelegant. Huh, so you've never eaten anyone? I only became queen recently, so I've never had a partner. She smiles, delighted. So naturally, I've never had the chance to eat anyone. Phew. Well, in that case, rest up and eat well. I'm gonna go get ready for the ceremony. Now more at ease, the king thinks. Since I don't have to worry about getting eaten, I need to find a good time to talk to Dada about this. Ah, king, even though I don't eat people, if someone tricked me in the future, I wouldn't hesitate to cut something in excess. And when he says that, he already imagines it. A knife cutting through a carrot. You already understand what she meant by that. And the scene changes to our boy there looking down, all sad, thinking about the situation. While one of them picks it up and says, today's dish is especially easy to cut. And he continues looking down. Again, he looks at the system mission, with 7 days left to complete. For now, let's just take some prisoners and complete this mission first. Oh, good morning, my king. Shirgu, come here for a second. Yes, my king. I'm going out for a while. During this time, you are in charge of organizing everyone's work. If there is an emergency, send someone to meet me on the southern beach. Leave it to me, king, and then change the passage to the southern beach. And up above, Chin is talking. Holy shit, what the hell happened here? And he shows a bunch of Iwin there, all defeated on the ground, with flies already on them. The Iwin clan? Were they exterminated? And the monsters are all thrown in the middle of the beach. And while he is thinking, down below is the dodo on top of one of them's head, and a bunch of dodos there on top of them, beating them up now, taking out their anger. But then our protagonist arrives, says, get out of here, and kicks the dodo in the ass. And then they run off while he thinks. Since the dodo birds dare to wander around here, I guess it should be safe for now. The bodies still have electricity, and they don't smell. Whatever fight they were in ended not long ago. The claws on their fingers are extremely sharp, and the wounds seem to match the claws. These aquatic lunatics, are they fighting each other? Oh, it would be better if I could find some survivors. This body, what? No visible injuries? And that contorted expression of agony suggests a slow and painful death. But what could have happened here? It looks like it's tangled up with something. Did it choke? How could the people of the Ayuan clan, who are accustomed to the water, meet their end in the sea? Oh, what the hell just happened here? But while he was there trying to make sense of the whole situation, here comes little Sun shouting, my king, shit's gone, shit's gone. Little Sun, what happened? King, come quickly, please. A bunch of crazed members of the Ayuan clan are destroying everything in the camp. What? Shirgu sent me to call you. You have to go? And when our protagonist hears this, he quickly runs towards the camp, saying, I'm coming. Meanwhile, back at the camp, a bunch of Ayuan appear coming out of the river, while they say, Everyone, be careful, stay together, save your strength and prepare for fire combat. These lunatics are completely ignoring the wooden spears. What's wrong with these monsters? It's as if they're not feeling any pain. Don't panic. No matter what they do, don't let them drag you into the river. We don't stand a chance against them in the water. Watch out, they're coming. And the monsters start running desperately towards the primitives. Be careful with their attacks. And then someone starts throwing some rocks at the monsters who start defending themselves from the rocks and keep coming at them. The attack has been interrupted. This is our chance. Push them back. And they start exchanging blows while Shirgu catches up and speaks. The Queen's reinforcements have arrived. What's going on here? Are they members of the AI Yuan clan? Shouldn't they live on the southern beaches? How did they suddenly appear here? Oh, they look a little strange. And the animals there are all possessed by something. Oh, I don't know, but they're acting crazy. They suddenly came out of the river and started attacking our people. Maybe considering them as monsters would be more appropriate now. And they're all still out of control. Everyone be careful. Here they come. And the monsters come at them again, screaming towards them while they speak. Get ready, we're gonna send these bastards to hell. And right at that moment, the Queen manages to tie one of them up with her whip and speaks. Hey, can you say anything? And the animal just screams there without being able to say anything. There's something wrong with them. They don't seem to communicate at all. You crazy bastards. What are you trying to do? While she was distracted with one, the other one comes to try to hit the Queen there, while she was unprepared. But my brother, who shows up right at the time he was going to hit the Queen, our boy who is already defending there with his axe, was the crazy guy's attack, and this attack causes a huge shockwave. Hey, how dare you try to attack my woman, huh? A king? Xiaohai, you should step back a little. Right. And he throws the crazy guy back again. This bastard. He managed to resist the force of my full force blow with a value of 3. Didn't he? It seems I underestimated the strength of 2. And while he was thinking that, 2 more came to try to get our protagonist from behind. King, behind you. But just as our boy was turning around, Agun was already throwing a spear at one of their chests, while Tungwan was quickly grabbing the other one from behind. If you want to fight our king, you'll have to get past US first. Agun, Tungwan, you did a great job. I'll leave these little fish to you. Can I trust you to help them deal with the rest? Because I need to focus completely on the opponent in front of me. And the whole animal full of trembolone for fish continues to stare at our protagonist, looking like Ronnie Coleman, until the outcome of this fight is determined. I'll be counting on all of you. And in the meantime, the frank fight of everyone else back there continues, and our protagonist continues to stare at their boss. I don't know what happened to your clan, but it has nothing to do with us. You're confusing the target of your revenge. But the beast just screams and comes at our boy, and he thinks, what? Have they lost the ability to communicate? The beast just comes here desperate to try to bite our protagonist. Oh, what explosive power and fast reflexes, combined with its sharp claws and teeth. Even with my strength and agility that exceeds that of an ordinary person several times over, I'm just a wimp who can barely do any damage in front of these monsters. Since I'm in my territory, surrounded by my people, I can't use the hidden ability of the axe. Besides, I don't want to use that ability again unless it's absolutely necessary. Oh, damn it, I ended up getting distracted, and right at that moment the monster takes a big bite out of our protagonist's arm. And the beast with a completely terrifying bite on his arm. Bastard. That bastard bit me. Get off me, you bastard. Damn it. If it weren't for the protection of the Bull King's coat, this damn thing would have ripped my arm off. My hand would have definitely been ripped off right then and there by those sharp teeth. But at that moment, the beast here appears, and the monster here is not in good health. He has a purple and white look here and screams here desperately, and once again, he comes towards our boy desperately. Did he get even faster? Shit, how did this monster suddenly get so fast? If I hadn't slipped on the cloak, I would have been chewed up. But why doesn't he keep attacking? What is this crazy guy doing, huh? Are they leaving? Wait, something's wrong. He ripped off part of the cloak that was stained with my blood. Why is he surrounded by so many members of the Yuan clan at the same time? Could it be? I see. The smell of blood. They use the smell of their prey's blood to find their target, and this smell makes them more bloodthirsty and crazy. And in this strange state, they are acting only based on their primitive instincts, just like sharks go crazy when they smell blood. However, as long as we can make use of this characteristic, King, I'm here. Is there anything I can help you with? Little son, take 2 people and go get 3 young boars from the pigsty. Huh? Young boars? Shouldn't they be raised to be eaten later? Just do as I said, okay? Okay, my king. They are forcing me to sacrifice 3 precious young boars. I will collect this debt later. Get the wounded out of the battle as soon as possible. Okay, King, we brought the wild boar. Let them run towards the riverbank, and then they run in despair. But right at that moment, the protagonist tells Agun to throw the spears at the piglets, and he just replies, "Leave it to me," and throws 3 spears that hit the piglets right on target. And at that very moment, the crazy people of the Yuan clan all go after the piglets. And everyone starts to get desperate there, with them jumping to devour the little pigs, and there won't be anything left that way. But when they start to eat desperately, the boy tells everyone, "Apply the paralyzing drug to the tips of your spears, and make sure to avoid fatal points." "Okay, boss, you can leave it to us." "King, they're acting strange again." "What?" And the animal starts to suffocate, dying without air. Then everything starts to fall and drags itself upwards on the ground. "Ha, little son, did you poison the piglets?" "No, my king, I didn't do anything like that." And the animal falls unconscious to the ground, foaming at the mouth. And our boy says that you need to like this video if you want to find out what will happen with the fight between our boys' clan and the blue monsters. Write in the comments asking for the next part, and our goal for likes for this video is 500 likes. I'm counting on you to reach this goal, and see you in the next video.